Narcissists don't appear as wicked as some people may think. They're just like anyone else who blend with the society and befriend people around them. However, when meeting a super empath, would they survive their honest confrontations? I'm going to show you the 10 ways a super empath destroys a narcissist. Number 10. Super empaths can win the battle without getting their hands dirty. Super empaths can covertly destroy a narcissist emotionally and psychologically by demolishing their sense of entitlement. They don't have to be so defensive to win a fight. All they do is become a reflection of the narcissist's ridiculous character. Super empaths know what a narcissist lacks, and they constantly remind them of how incompetent they are to battle with their intellect. Super empaths sabotage them by equally draining their energies. In other words, they can act as toxic people too. They imitate narcissists. In that way, narcissists will become a victim of their own poison. The super empath refuses to drink the poison and hands it back to the narcissist, forcing them to drink it on their own. What happens when the narcissist feels defeated? Number 9. Super empaths can spot passive aggression. Super empaths are not fond of playing the blind martyr role. They're fully aware of what scheme the narcissist is running, regardless of how much of it they show. Covert narcissists exactly know how to test a super empath's patience for a long time, and once a super empath breaks, narcissists think they succeed. But no, the super empath's discerning mind can recognize this passive-aggressive behavior, and when this happens, their empathic nature toward the narcissist ends. The super empath will sooner aim to destroy the narcissist's ego consciousness by spouting honest, harsh words toward them. They belittle them by enumerating their flaws, and this can weaken the narcissist's delusional power. Number 8. Super empaths speak the narcissist's truth. The truth is, narcissists are fearful. They're very anxious and insecure with everything they do, because deep inside, they know how incompetent they are. They hide their feelings of inadequacy to their unconscious mind because their ego hates to acknowledge them. They refuse to see the truth because it cripples them. The truth disables their daily productivity and shuts down their delusional perception. Truth breaks a narcissist's ego. Who else is so good at speaking the truth? It's no other than the super empath. Super empaths don't care if they interrupt the narcissist's delusions. They bring the narcissist's unconscious self into their awareness, causing the narcissist to break down. This rock-bottom experience may even traumatize a narcissist, but never a super empath. What happens when narcissists finally acknowledge the truth? Number 7. Narcissists can hardly get over with super empaths. When it comes to relationships, narcissists believe they're dominant. However, this misconception only exists in the narcissist's mind. The truth is, it's the super empath who is emotionally, spiritually, and psychologically independent in the relationship. They might be able to give their all to their partner, but when it comes to realizing their worth, they will not hesitate to let go of something, especially when they know it's not worth investing in. Super empaths are intelligent individuals who always know where they stand. They always prove a point. They might temporarily consider a narcissist's attention-seeking behavior, but when things finally make sense, they leave. This is when the narcissist realizes how much they need the super empath in their life. They become desperate enough to regain their trust, but sadly, there's no turning back when it comes to a super empath's decision. Number 6. Super empaths refuse to own up to the narcissist's projected flaws. Super empaths don't have to be defensive. They're naturally immunized against the narcissist's projections and displacements. They refuse to absorb the narcissist's negative traits. They're always the wrong people to mess up with because they're self-actualized. Although being self-actualized doesn't imply the absence of insecurities and weaknesses, it only means they're fully aware of their unconscious motives and feelings, that they no longer resort to defense mechanisms. Super empaths are not a stranger to themselves. They're experts of their own actions. On the other hand, narcissists always resort to unhealthy coping and defense mechanisms. They choose to target super empaths because they wrongly thought they are defenseless. However, they're wrong. Have you tried projecting your flaws to someone else? Number 5. Super empaths make narcissists take accountability for their actions. Narcissists never want to deal with responsibility. They're accustomed to being pitied, prioritized, and admired. They can't accept the blame, and when they fail, they always point their finger to someone who can save them from all the trouble they have caused. They do this because they can't respond to the best of their ability. Their abilities are only part of their delusion, and this makes them a failure. The nightmare starts when narcissists accuse super empaths. When this happens, the super empath will teach them a lesson by enumerating all the errors they've committed that have caused them to fail. Super empaths will bring the narcissist's denied responsibility to their awareness by saying your incompetence surely has caused all this mess. This straightforward message will rot a narcissist's self-esteem. Number 4. Super empaths will always find out the narcissist's insecurities. One of the things that narcissists fear is when someone notices their insecurities or witnesses their downfall. Their narcissistic mind automatically ignores any fallbacks, but when someone notices it, they become restless. They might display low self-esteem and humility, but being a hypocrite in front of a super empath is useless. Super empaths can really be patient enough to understand what the narcissists are going through, but when they feel targeted and mocked, they also hurl back the painful sting narcissists have inflicted on them. They make narcissists realize that they are not who they think they are. They also tell them how pitiful their ideal self-perception is. These words can unarm the narcissist and make them retreat, with the fear of being further mocked. They could say, "Who are you to dictate me?" or "I doubt your competence." These phrases melt a narcissist's ego. Have you ever tried insulting a narcissist? Number 3. Super empaths are excellent counselors and can alter a narcissist's mindset. Super empaths have the ability to change the way a narcissist thinks. How? First, they make them realize how awful and disgusting their narcissistic traits are. They do this by covertly imitating the narcissist's responses and behavior. Narcissists might react violently to this because they hate accepting their insecurities and fears. Next, super empaths encourage narcissists to engage in rock-bottom confessions. It's a super empath's special skill to make everyone confess their deepest sorrows and most dreadful weaknesses. Unlocking a narcissist's fragile self is only achieved through the therapy, and only super empaths are so good at it. This is the reason why they're excellent psychotherapists, transformational leaders, and inspirational speakers. Thus, transforming narcissists is no exception. Number 2. Super empaths make narcissists very envious. When dealing with a narcissist, you're actually dealing with someone who has created a false self. You're dealing with someone who is nearly impossible to change. Narcissists struggle to improve their actual abilities. They're content with their delusionary image or ideal self that they fail to improve in real life. This is the reason why they become so envious of super empaths. Super empaths are truly competent and are not insecure about anything. They can achieve happiness while narcissists can't because they're stuck in their imaginary world, trying to build empires that only they could see. What do narcissists do to alleviate their jealousy? Number 1. Super empaths mirror a narcissist. Narcissists have equally low self-esteem, like some people, because some of them are introverts. However, they're wise enough to work under the radar and befriend everyone, including super empaths. Gradually, narcissists verbally abuse and mock empaths because empaths are their main source of supply to mask their weaknesses and inadequacies. Super empaths are known for their loving and nourishing nature. They don't sting out of anywhere unless to a person who deserves it. So, when narcissists finally reach a super empath's breaking point, everything changes. Super empaths will become the narcissist's reflection by mimicking their behavior, aiming to make them realize how awful their character is. They sabotage them and bring them down just like what narcissists do to them. By mirroring them, narcissists will realize how ridiculous they actually look like, and this can destroy their fragile ego. Although it's never a super empath's nature to inflict emotional pain to people, they do this for the sake of teaching their enemy a lesson. Self-awareness and actualization have helped super empaths become everyone's eye-opener. What are the other ways a super empath destroys a narcissist? Is there a possibility that narcissists destroy super empaths?